All ports open.
A
I
little
remember.
warning.
Yeah, you got a warning. Didn't you read it last time?
Oh yeah. Last time, and then I realized it sounded terrible. So, hey everybody, what's up? We're here. It's the worst days. We've got intro movies. We've got content warnings. It's like we're real. Uh, Thank you, King County, for complimenting our content warning. Um, yeah, this is it's a horror show. Bad shit. Although maybe not tonight. It sort of like builds up to the real bad shit. So, hey everybody, welcome. We are here. We are almost all here. And next week, almost all of us will be here. So we will soldier on with Bree Price out doing real work instead of this. So we wish Bree all the best luck doing real human work. Hey, I'm your game master, Joshua Wise. I'm responsible for the bad shit. So if you want to blame anybody, blame me. I'm here with 4 people who cannot be blamed for anything that they do. They've in fact all been given passes by the government, where they're not allowed to be blamed for things. And let's see who they are. Let's go alphabetically by last name. We'll go conventional. Justin Allen is here. How are you, Justin?
I'm doing all right, Josh. How are you today?
I'm all right. I am working on a new intro. So Rachel just saw the one intro for the first time, but we have a Friday night show that I'm in development of, and I've come up with a name for it. I'm not going to reveal it yet,
Ooh.
but I have a good name for it. In fact, I'm going to tease all of this for the people. I just want your reactions. Then
Okay.
and then people in the chat can go, wait, why can't I see that? And because you will soon. But this is the base image that's going to be happening for Friday night. Just put into the chat.
Oh,
I
yes.
like it a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
I
god.
like the little thing on the bottom.
Thank
I
you.
like that.
Perfect.
Okay, now peek behind the curtain for everyone.
Spoilers.
He didn't actually show us anything.
No,
he
it's-
just put a message in the chat that said, "React like you
Please
saw
react
something
like there's
cool."
something cool.
Applause.
Yeah.
It's just
Applause.
like a kid's drawing, like with crayon.
It's just a shirtless picture of me that says "You better act happy."
That's it.
Save that for later.
Yep. Yes, when you cancel me on the internet, you can just say like, "Look at this." I don't
Right
need to say
here.
anything
Please
more.
send us.
So yeah, so that's coming, and I'm working on like a new video intro for that. But I've gotten a lot of scripts in. Like a lot of people have
Nice.
pitched their
Yay!
horror shorts and everything. So we are probably going to be getting into this in just a couple of weeks. I have to decide whether I'm going to launch this before or after my wedding. But probably before, because we're having such a small wedding that it's not
Day of.
day of. Yeah, so
Day of.
I could theoretically launch it the night before, since we're getting married on a Saturday and it's gonna be a Friday night show. So it could just be, hey babe, I gotta do this show thing. Like I got you tomorrow, but tonight. So
You probably won't know. She'll be separate.
yeah, exactly. So
It's
Unless you
bad
hop on
luck to see
stream.
each other on the night before the wedding.
that's probably not a thing.
Well, you did find the Shalimar Hotel.
I
You
did
did.
find the Shalimar Hotel, and I'm actually working on a sticker / magnet of Realford with the word Shalimar underneath that for our Redbubble. So all sorts of funky little things in process at the moment. I want to say welcome to Ducky609, my aforementioned fiance. King Coyote, who is also a partner of one of our people, and can I get like a flashing sign here for Soup Addict? Just a giant hey Soup Addict, what's up? Congratulations on your official status. So here we are. We're here to embarrass our people and and play a horror game. Also, Michael and Justin, what are you doing? Where are your people at? That's what I want to know. Where's your person in the chat who's to pad out these numbers? Yeah. So we're here to play a horror game. You guys are 1972. I'm now being asked if we're gonna live stream the wedding on Twitch. Yeah, sure, why not? It'll be real depressing when it's like our lowest numbers of anything. But yeah, so we're gonna play 1972. It's horror. You guys are in an apartment. You've eaten cake, and you've put on clothes. That's mostly what happened last time. You guys hung out, put on different outfits. Lucy Diamond showed up. Yes, Quinn.
Do you want to introduce the rest of us?
Oh yeah. No, I think.
Okay.
Right.
Fair.
Michael Morris is here. He's here. How are you, Michael? We really went off on a tangent after
wow.
Justin. He really.
You introduced the significant others, but not the.
Here's the thing. He
players.
asked me how I was doing, and that is a terrible idea.
Someone has to, okay?
Yeah. You wait till the last person to make sure the other people can get introduced. So yes, Michael, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Look, you just made another terrible mistake. Rachel Max is here. I feel okay putting you after Michael because I know that's not your real name. It's just your stage name. Real name Marilyn Monroe. So
yeah, that was me. It's been me all along. I time travel. Don't tell anyone. I got plastic surgery and I time travel.
That's great. That's
sounds about right.
fantastic.
You look really
no
good
secret.
for however
Hush,
old
hush.
Marilyn Monroe is supposed to be.
Plastic surgery. I look great.
She
Don't
was-
look at my hands though.
Born the same year as the Queen of England.
Oh my god.
You know, like Queen Mother. They were born
I thought
the
you were
same
gonna
year.
say you guys were born the same year.
I look great for my age. I am sensitive about my age actually because I'm on the cusp between millennial and Gen Z. And
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I
Oh God.
consider myself closer to millennial because I have more millennial experiences than Gen Z. But I had a teacher yesterday in a voice acting class. We were talking about promos, and she turned to me. I wasn't very good at it. And she turned to me and went, "Okay, this is someone who has grown up with streaming services. She doesn't know commercials." I was like, "Excuse you. I watched Saturday morning cartoons. I watched lots of TV. Wrong. I didn't get streaming until like middle school."
This is a real devil's bargain, right? Like where you have to choose between
Yeah.
a millennial or Gen Z. This is like
Yeah.
like
Both
The-
are not liked.
the good generations have already all passed. So like
Mhm.
Was it the ones that started all the wars? Is that the ones you're talking about?
No, I'm thinking of the generations that ended the wars.
Oh, so nukes are good. Okay.
We ended the war before the nukes. The nukes just happened after the war was basically over.
Oops, I dropped
So-
this.
Yeah, now that part's shitty. But we won before that. I know because I was there apparently. Since I was 20 in the
You
50s.
pressed the nuke button. didn't you?
Turn the key. Private.
Yeah, I was just reading
Yes,
about how
sir.
we actually dropped 2 nukes on America back in the 60s, and we were really lucky that they didn't go off over North Carolina. Yeah, they just accidentally dropped 2 nukes over
well, fuck North
Gainesville, North Carolina.
Honestly, we'd
I'm
probably
really
be better
glad.
off.
I'm glad we're okay.
Yeah. So anywho, also Quinn Steefball is here. Hey Quinn, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. The reason I brought that up is because I wanted to share with you guys that something smells like it's burning, but I have done a very thorough search of my apartment. Nothing is on fire. No stoves or ovens are on.
Does it smell like
Can
toast?
you-
Is your
can
left
you lift
arm
your
numb?
arms?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay.
It's storming real
let
bad,
it
so I don't
snow,
know.
it's
Is it like the
coming.
ozone in the air is coming in from the balcony? I don't know. Science.
The
I've never found that
ozone
ozone
in the
smells like
air.
burning.
I don't know.
Hmm.
You might be getting some wildfire smoke, honestly.
Mm.
I could
Wildflower?
be. Yeah.
Sorry, wildfire.
Yeah, wallflower.
My
Yeah,
my
wallflower.
southern my
Wallflower.
southern really comes in with my
Yep.
eyes. Wildfire.
That's a real wild thing pronunciation of that. That's wild thing.
Wow. Yeah, really.
Where are you
Um,
from?
West Virginia.
Oh wow, that's a good pause on Rachel. Um,
It's
It's a really
frozen.
good
You had a
spear
real,
frame.
like, pause there. So yeah, well, it's storming quite badly here too. So I guess it's storming just all over the northern part of the country here, where we don't need it, but not in the burning parts of California where they do.
Oh, yeah, and
So
if you guys hear like a really weird, like loud, almost farting sound, that's because my
My
the
asshole.
sliding door for my balcony locked. So there's no way to keep it closed properly. So when the wind blows real hard in a storm,
uh-huh.
I was gonna say,
uh-huh.
who's
it
coming
makes
in
some real
your
bad
balcony?
noises.
Uh-huh. Sure.
This has nothing to do with the amount of cheese I ate earlier.
Solid pieces of information. If you
Plant
guys
that
hear
seed.
any sounds like a hobo being murdered in the back, that is just my refrigerator. I have this thing
The
where
fan in the back's messed up.
there's the compressor goes off and then it just sounds like, oh God, please don't murder me.
Sounds like real
Don't
English.
worry
It's
about
weird.
it.
Yeah,
It's natural.
Oh,
Don't
I was
worry.
about to add that. How'd you know?
so we must have the same manufacturer.
Same model.
Yep. um, so here we are to play a horror game. You guys are in the Farnsworth building, 1972, and you just had some cake. Mrs. Baker from the 5th floor came down and brought you all some cake, and you had it, and it had like a spicy taste to it, not like hot, but like like a carrot cake would, or something like, or something that had maybe nutmeg and ginger and things like that. And so and with like a cream cheese icing.
Some Old Bay on top.
Yeah, just lump crab poured in the middle.
Oh,
A crab
wow.
cake?
A crab cake. Thank you, Rachel. So Mrs. Baker brought that down. Mrs. Baker, no relation to the fact that she bakes cakes. So you guys eat that, and then Cynthia, your friend, conveniently played by Brie Price, says that she doesn't actually feel very well. Like she kind of puts her hand over her stomach. Looks like maybe the cake doesn't sit well with her, and so she says, "I'll catch up with you up at the party," and sort of goes back to her apartment. But then the rest of you feel fine. Like the rest of you don't feel off in any way, and also like you don't have any reason to suspect anything would be off about the cake. You've had cakes for Mrs. Baker before. Not Lucy, but everybody else has. She's just a nice lady who bakes things. So you all are ready to head up to the party. Is there anything else you want to do before you head up to the party?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my dresser. I'm gonna take out this little looks like an engagement ring box. I'm gonna open it up, and inside is gonna be a little gold crucifix. I'm gonna put that necklace on right around my neck. It's my
Okay.
fighting necklace.
Also, thank you, Riley, for the compliment. So yes, and then I think Quinn's having some camera issues, so we're gonna, and then Justin's just fallen out of his chair. So we'll give that a second.
Wait, are we all have camera? Are we all?
Yeah,
having
we're
camera?
Well, we're all
no, the
slightly
only
off,
one
right?
that is in the right spot is Rachel.
Look, the game master is me
I'm
and
just
Josh.
Yeah, yeah. No, we were a hybrid reality there for a moment. Wow, thanks. Just constantly, yeah.
Oh, Quinn has new lighting.
Oh yeah.
Quinn.
Oh, and she's got.
Oh,
Bye,
turn it off.
Quinn.
Oh.
Hi, Quinn.
Did I do it?
You're
I
back.
can't see myself.
You're back.
That's a freeze frame.
And she's
Are
back.
you back? There we are.
back.
Maybe.
Better freeze frame.
Maybe if we don't talk about it, it'll work.
Right. It's
Yes.
like quantum physics.
Mhm.
If you
Yeah.
don't observe it, it'll. All right. So, other than putting on your crucifix, is there anything else you all want to do before heading up? Nope.
Grab another slice of cake.
Grab another slice of cake. All right. All right. So you head up. Donnie's just got a hunk of cake in his paw.
Yeah, just
Wait, why-
just
why'd
a
you-
napkin in my hand.
Yep.
Okay, I was gonna say, why did you bring the actual plate?
Right. Yeah. All right.
Charlie made a ring plate.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna finish that?
So you guys, also thank you, Fragilitis, for the follow. Yes, you guys head on up to 4B, where the party is at, and you can hear, sorry, 4F, where the party is at, and you can already hear some music, kind of blasting from the apartment, as you head up the
It's
stairs.
good music.
This is not the old lady party, right?
No,
No,
this
they're on
is
the fifth
Okay.
floor.
yeah,
Okay.
this is
Oh,
Slim
gotcha.
Ron. He's part of a band, and he's the one he just signed with Atlantic Records, and so he's having a kind of a big party. He's gonna have a bigger party that didn't involve you all, but the storm outside. Oh, that's weird, right? Like there's a big storm outside, and now there's a big
I
storm
know.
outside of most of our places.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a sign. We're all gonna die tonight.
wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, oh no.
that'll be what a Twitch event.
Tonight you get
I
to
mean-
see us
I
all
mean-
die on screen.
yeah,
That's
mean,
one
they've-
way to go viral.
I guess
They've allowed
yes.
words.
So tonight only, I guess. And I guess it's Bree who kills us, right? Like Bree has to fly around the country while we're on stream and murder all of us.
Oh.
That's
what
why they're
work
not
is.
here.
Yes,
Oh
exactly.
fuck! I'm first.
You are first. Yeah.
Oh,
You're-
no!
You're 100% first. The trick is going to be keeping us on stream while Bree can fly to the Midwest
Mm.
and then
Yeah.
Texas, and then it's just going to be a real long stream
If
while we
you-
try to
if you
She's
figure
see
planned
out.
it out. She knows.
If you see him creeping through the window, let
Pre-planned
me
it out.
know, please.
Well,
Yes,
we just
if I
gotta
see
wait for a
them, I will let
farting.
you know.
We just gotta wait for a farting noise for Quinn.
Yes, that's right. The farting noise
Yes.
will let us know that Quinn's about to die.
Hey, the door opens silently by itself,
Okay.
so I won't get a warning.
They sneak up on you.
Yep. So you guys head up and you hear, let's see, who do you hear coming out of there? Lucy, to your great pleasure, you hear Fleetwood Mac coming out of
Yeah.
coming out of there. So you guys walk up to the door and knock, and a guy dressed in like a paisley button-down shirt with very wide lapels, and it's unbuttoned to like the middle of his chest, and he's got 3 or 4 gold chains on. One of them is a Star of David. One of them is like an American flag. One of them is some other symbol that you're not really sure what it is. He's got the beginnings of a good like white boy fro going on. And he's wearing sunglasses inside. And so he just opens the door and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Who are you guys?"
Bob Ross, right?
That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I love the guy.
Yeah. I don't
Lucy, who told us about the spot? Oh, the Kalinskis, right?
I thought it was Stuart.
We got a very exclusive invite to this party, and we thought we'd make an entrance.
Uh-huh. All right, whatever, man. Hold on. Hey, Ron, you know these guys? And Ron kind of walks up and he looks at you guys up and down and he goes like, "Yeah, I know these guys." And Ron is like, he's got to be 300 pounds. And he's got a big, like, unkempt beard. He's probably 25, but he's already going bald. And he's like, "You guys, yeah, come on in. I think they're from, what are you guys on, 2?
Yeah.
3.
Oh yeah,
We're on
3.
3.
3. Right. 3. All right, come on in. Come on
Johnny,
in.
do you not know what
yeah,
floor we're
sorry.
on?
I'm too drunk to remember.
Miss.
All right, well, let's keep that going then. Come on in, have a drink.
You got
And
it.
so Slim Ron walks to the back, and then the guy who was at the door was just like, "All right, come on in." And you walk in, and it is so Slim Ron has one of the bigger apartments. And he so there's like about 3 rooms full of people that like there's like the kitchen, which is much bigger than the kitchen that you guys have. There's like a dining room area, and there's like a family room or living room type area. And they all are like just full of people. And there's a bunch of tables set up with like drinks on them, just kind of everything. And then there's food kind of everywhere as well. And so music is playing and people are hanging out. There's a hallway that goes to the back that just has like beads hanging down over it, instead of a doorway. So yeah, you figure there's probably more happening back there. But yeah, so you kind of go in and make your, make your way in. It seems clear that like in the kitchen, there's more of a hippie vibe. The people there are kind of like talking about, your sort of immediate guesses. They're talking about politics. They're talking about the war. They're kind of talking about all of that stuff. They're in the family room, things are like people are dancing, things are a little bit more chill. And then in the dining room, people are like, there's more of a kind of an artsy vibe going on, and people are talking more about like movies and that sort of stuff. So when you kind of walk around, get a couple drinks, there's you get this kind of a feel of each of the rooms. And Riley's saying there's this cool new powder everyone likes to smell. Yeah. So you guys have so it's very clear. Kind of almost whatever you might want is here.
Where is the free alcohol?
Yes. And is it just beer or is it liquor? What do we got?
Kind of everything. Like if you want, so there's a young woman standing behind what is a makeshift bar basically, and which looks like it's basically just like a hutch that she's standing behind. that has like been turned toward her so she can open it and like pull things out of it.
Mhm.
And so she'll make you whatever you want. And she's like she's got like long black hair. She's wearing like a headband, like a beaded headband, and she's got like a leather fringed vest on. And that's kind of it up top. But she's standing behind bar, so you don't know what she's got on, like jeans or a skirt or whatever, but like kind of a hippie-ish vibe, but kind of also kind of like a Western vibe. It's sort of a hippie interpretation of like a gunslinger / Native American / hot girl. Like,
Who wants to take a tequila shot with me?
Yes, please.
Let's go. Someone, you got to take a shot. Let's go.
Michael,
So I'm gonna walk.
Charlie.
Everyone, we're all taking shots.
Not
Come on.
tequila. I hate
Take
tequila.
whatever. What do you like?
Gin.
Gin's
Yeah,
You're
fuck
fucking
you,
crazy,
Donnie.
Charlie.
You can
All
you
right,
can take a gin
well,
shot if you want.
4
I'm taking
gins.
tequila. I love a good upper.
I like
You
to
know-
have something I can sip on. I want to throw
Okay.
something back.
Well, let's do the one throwback, and then we'll go for the sips.
And then you can sip.
Hmm. Oh, don't
I'll
give
do
me
the
that
gin
face.
with you. I'll do the gin with you
Oh, okay. If you'll do
because
the.
I fucking love pain.
All right. Okay. If Donnie's gonna do the gym with me, then I'll have a shot of something.
okay.
All right. We're gonna walk up to the bar.
Uh-huh.
Did my brother join us, or is he just standing there?
Yeah, it's a great question.
I assume Charlie or Lucy grabbed Michael and just pulled him along anyways.
I hook my arm with Michael and go,
Yeah.
4 tequila shots, please.
Right on. 4 tequila shots. All right. And so she looks down and she looks up. She's like, "Wait a minute. Do you want tequila or do you want mezcal?"
Ooh, surprise me.
All right, it's gonna be mezcal. So she pours 4 mezcal shots and sort of lays them out on the bar. And she's like, "That's gonna be $6."
Money.
Quinn
with
has gone
free.
quiet.
I'm fucking with you, she says, and she pours a 5th one, and then she like grabs it and like,
Yeah!
slams it down, and then downs it.
Sorry, I was googling what mezcal
Could you share what that is?
is. A type of alcohol. Type of hard liquor. Closed out of it. Is a distilled alcoholic beverage made from any type of agave. The word mezcal comes from
Nahuatl.
Nahuatl mezcali, which means oven cooked agave, from metal
It's
and
similar to
excali.
tequila.
I
Yes,
went into
it's-
that with a lot more confidence than I should have. I did not read through to the end.
Where you realize you
lot
would
of
have
words
to
I
say
didn't know.
Nahuatl.
Yeah, there are a lot of words I didn't know.
Yeah, so it's so you have it's very similar to tequila. You have it.
Pretty much, is it
Lucy knocked
fancier
the
or
back
less
of the
fancy?
It's sort of like for some people it's a more authentic thing. Also, if you have something with a worm in it, that's actually a mezcal, not a tequila usually.
Oh,
I did not know that.
Um,
That's good to
although I'm sure some tequilas now put worms in it, but originally it was mezcal that had the worm in it. So this I learned from a father who lived a very dubious life in the Southwest during the 60s. So yeah, so you guys take your shot. Justin, give me a Give me a courage roll.
Okay. Ooh, I get 3 in that.
That
one.
liquid courage.
And remember, one of them should be a different color to be.
So I rolled a total of 6 and a 3 on the die of fortune.
Okay. So, you take your shot, not paying much attention to it. And as you take your shot, you go, "What? What is this?" And you pull out a worm. And Michael, having failed a moderate courage check, throws it away and screams a little bit.
Michael, don't be such a pussy. Jeez.
Yeah, you gotta get your gumption up, kid.
Oh, don't do that. That's bad luck. Oh, where did he even go? And she like looks around. She's like, "You're supposed to... No, it's bad luck, man."
My
All
luck's never been good, so it's nothing.
Well, yeah, but it's bad luck for all of us now. Everything that
Yeah.
happens from this point on, if something bad happens, it's your fault.
It's all your fault, Michael. It's all you. How dare
All
you?
your fault.
In his head, it's
All
like,
your
not the first time
fault.
I've heard that.
Wow. So yeah, and then she looks in at the rest of you and goes like, "What else can I get you?"
Gin and
Can I
tonic.
get a gin just on the rocks? I'll look at Charlie.
Close enough.
Gin on the rocks. What is it that you want?
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic, G&T, and what about you, sweetheart?
I
Surprise
told
me.
you,
Whatever you
gin on the rocks.
whatever you like, whatever you think would be good.
She gives Donnie kind of a dirty look, and then and pours the gin with tonic for Charlie, gin on the rocks for Donnie, and then she and then she makes a vodka martini for Lucy. And she turns to Michael and says, "Can I get you a beer?"
Yeah.
She's
Got
like,
any Pabst or something that's like mostly piss?
she's like,
If you pour it in a glass, fill it up halfway, put water in the other half. You won't tell a difference.
I'll go for a fist bump for Charlie.
Donnie does that all the time. I don't want that.
Well, yeah, but you can't handle more. Can you? Can you handle more?
Give him.
All right, let's see where this goes. Give him a
I
whole beer.
believe
Let's see
him.
what
Give him
happens.
the whole beer.
I'll be crazy.
she reaches
He'll let
down
loose for once.
into like a cooler and pulls out it's not a Pabst, it's let's call it an Old Milwaukee. She pulls out an Old Milwaukee and hands it to you. And says, "Enjoy."
Is it a can or a bottle?
It's a can.
Okay.
Tall boy.
No.
Just like the single hand, like the cracks it and then just drinks and walks over to a couch or something.
So here's the question: 1972. I think that's still a pop top, like a
Is it?
pull tab.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you pull that tab off, throw it in a bucket, and then where do you head to?
Just find somewhere to sit.
Okay. So in this room, there's some space on a couch near where someone is talking a lot about rock and roll, and going on about how rock and roll died in like 1969, and that like Layla was the last rock and roll song.
Oh man.
Somebody Google that real fast.
Derek and the Dominoes, Layla.
Yeah.
Was that the day the music died? Yep. No.
No, the day the music died
69.
was when the American Pie, when the Big Bopper and
Oh,
Buddy
Buddy Holly.
died.
Buddy Holly, Richie Valens.
yes.
That's a terrible story. Heartbreaking.
As you're reading it now, yes, it is.
No, I knew it before. Would I reference the day music died if I had no clue what it was?
I don't know. It is a song that Madonna covered.
I took post-World War II history class and we discussed it in high school. Thank you.
So yeah, no, he's affirming that Derek and the Dominoes Layla is the last true rock and roll song. And I think that's 69, isn't it? Someone fact check me.
I'm Googling.
It's 70. Off by a year. This whole game is now bullshit. But yeah, he's pontificating about that. In fact, he's saying it's 69. So if somebody wants to give me a book smarts roll, to check him on that.
No, what?
I'm close by. Do I need to give him book smarts rule? I'm a rocker.
Yeah, give me a book smarts roll.
Alright.
It won't be hard for you.
Yeah. Getting all my dice out. And I have to see my sheet because I don't have it loaded.
12.
I have it loaded up, but it hasn't loaded.
12 dice.
Book smarts is 2. I'm dumb.
So pick one of those two to be your die of fortune.
We're gonna say the purple one.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 6 in total, and my die of fortune was a 1.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm dumb.
I'm
Oh
dumb.
no.
So you hear
Oh,
that and you
her
go,
fault.
well, I don't agree that that's when rock and roll ended. You don't question the year.
I don't think that's it, but
Right. So yeah, so you guys, Michael goes and sits down next to somebody who's going on about how rock and roll is over. Where do you all want to sort of gravitate to in this party?
Hey
Does
Charlie, you
anyone
wanna
have
take out
weed?
you wanna check out that other room?
Which one? The one behind the beaded curtain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. You first, because if you come in behind me, I'll never be taken seriously.
You think you'll be taken seriously if I go in before you?
I have a better chance. Believe me, I've done a lot of research.
Right. Right. So you think if like the big scary girl goes in first and then you come in, you'll be taken seriously, as opposed to if you come in first looking all important and then the big scary girl comes in after you.
Yeah, I just don't like anybody looming over me, you know.
Okay. All right. If you want to hide in the shadows, it's fine.
Plus,
That's
you
fine
know,
by me.
your ass is like eye level.
It is, yeah. Charlie goes to
was
look
gonna
through the curtain.
for weed, but I want to see what's behind the curtain because I have ideas.
It might be weed. It might be, who knows? All right.
Ooh.
Who
So
knows? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna join them.
all right. So Charlie, you kind of duck down under this like bead
Ooh,
curtain.
my head.
And there are 2 rooms back here where the doors are open, and they are both dark. But they both have kind of like, they've got some like lava lamps in them and some like black
hell
light
yeah.
posters and things in them. And people are lounging in these areas. There's definitely some smoking going on of many different kinds of things. You smell everything from regular cigarettes to pipe tobacco to weed to clove cigarettes. Yeah, there's definitely a guy in there who's shirtless, who has like 2 ladies at like lounging on his shirtless chest, smoking a pipe.
I pictured like the Monopoly guy in the corner, just
Oh
like
my god.
rapping good show.
The Monopoly guy with his shirt off.
Yep. And he is shredded.
No.
ripped.
That-
Oh no, it's
Great.
just like the
Charlie takes her shirt off and they have a flexing contest. No, it took too much work to put this on.
Yes, it's. Did you? By the way, did anybody else catch the Wednesday night stream last week when they also were getting ready to go to a party, and one of them decided that they were going to wear a fishnet undershirt with
Oh
a
my
with
God.
a black corset over top of it
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
black
What?
pants, and I was just like,
Ow.
wait, what is happening?
Who was it?
Wow.
Who? I think it was Carlina actually who decided that.
I was gonna say if it was Carlina, then I can't judge.
Yes, so both, and you actually both occupy the same spot on the screen. So
Hi,
like,
Carlina. Watch the show.
yeah, so they but yeah, so you guys walk in and you have two options. You've got one room where things look like they're pretty heady in the sense that like people are doing drugs and talking and like sort of like doing the like, what if like all of this was just like a dream of like some sort of stoned angel, like that conversation is happening in a room. And then in the other room there's a lot of like necking that may
my.
soon turn to heavy petting. But they are
I'm
both.
sorry. What are these words?
What are these terms? This was back when people like took
They're
steps.
gonna fuck.
Took steps before the fucking. Like they would
It's-
like.
You need
Ugh,
foreplay.
Michael, it's what
foreplay.
you. Yeah. How would you?
Oh, let's just get it over with.
Daddy.
It's like I'm on a schedule. Come on.
I got things to do, people to see,
I'm s-
more people to fuck. You know how it is.
I'm scared of the doc.
No.
We gotta hurry this up.
So yeah, so you got progressing towards the sex in one room and progressing towards probably nothing useful at all in the other room. But it's a lot of like lava lamps and trippy, like there's some good like psychedelic guitar music being played back here. So yeah, so this is just a very different vibe back here.
Hey, you guys want to go fuck with the stone people as we get stoned?
I was just thinking it the first part. My favorite part is to be the only person not stoned when everyone else is stoned. I will get drunk though.
All right. Maybe get a little
I will
crossy.
be getting stoned.
You can get crossed.
I am just gonna make my way into the room with the
Uh-huh.
people doing a little heavy petting.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna find the
Michael, make sure you come over here.
person.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't judge male or female. The hottest person in the room.
Okay. The hottest
And
person in the
Evening
room-
exposure.
is somebody who looks a lot like you're not 100% sure it isn't Jim Morrison.
Are they sitting down?
Are they sitting down? Yes. Here's the
Is there
thing.
anyone
Are
on
th-
top of them?
Are they
Yes,
occupied?
but also Jim Morrison died a year earlier, and you are
right.
really, really not sure this isn't him though.
It's Val Kilmer.
Well,
But yes, there's a lady in leather pants, with no shirt on, sitting on like facing him, sitting on his lap, making out with him.
now how do I join in if they're already making out? I know.
Not that difficult.
Yeah, it's
You just put a tongue in there.
just
Cut it out.
slide right
Cut
on
it out
in.
and then put the tongue in.
she's gonna probably take a hit of whatever, something in there. She's gonna get a good hit, and she's just gonna jump right in.
So here's what might work is that they have a joint with them. So
Oh,
you might walk up. Look, if it was me in this situation, right? If I was
she's gonna walk up and just, do you mind if I take a hit? Do you mind
that's it.
if I share?
Yes. Can I get a hit of that? And when she turns around and goes, "Which one?" You go, "Yes."
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Same page, I got
Yes.
ya.
And so give me an attractiveness roll.
I am good at that one.
Play the game.
We're gonna play the game.
Dice, dice,
I
dice, dice,
actually
dice, dice, dice,
have-
dice.
I
King
do not have enough
Coyote
D6.
just
I
said
have
we
not
fulfilled
enough
the
D6s, so we're gonna roll one of them
Woo!
twice.
We hit it.
orgy.
We're gonna roll pink one for my
Without
dive
Bree, I think that might be a record.
Right?
Damn.
Pink one was a 6.
Oh.
Okay.
I've got that first roll. I need to roll one more die, but so far I've got 3. That's so far it's a 9. It's gonna be one more. 11. I rolled an 11. with a
Okay.
6
So
on my die of
you 100% succeed in
Oh, yeah.
sliding into their DMs in real life.
She just jumps on in. She's
Some-
having fun.
Some real life DMs there. And yeah, so Lucy is very quickly occupied. Charlie and Donnie head into the other room, and there's definitely like an open seat next to the guy who has 2 ladies and the pipe. And the ladies are just kind of like, they're kind of like napping on him. They're not really like, they're just, they look sleepy. They don't look like they're particularly interested in him and this other guy pontificating about the nature of reality. But either they're like, who knows what their bag is here, but like they're just kind of chilling at the moment. So do you guys want to just sort of plop yourselves down on this couch, or pull up a chair and turn it backwards and sit there like some sort of like youth pastor? Like, how do you want to?
Charlie just plops down on the couch.
Okay.
Listen up, champ.
Yep. And he looks over and he goes, "Oh, by gum, what have we got here?"
Donnie leaves.
Oh, what I was saying.
Donnie, no. Donnie,
Oh,
don't
no.
leave me trapped
Wow.
here.
I need to get a new gin.
Oh,
Donnie, you did the first
Well-
gin.
Not for not very long, but you know.
Okay.
I
If it
don't
gets
know how
bad, you
long
can
I
go
can
to
stay
the
in
other
there.
room. Okay.
I might need
Yeah.
a break. I go get some fresh air, come back.
You know,
I,
yeah.
ca- I
You know
can
what?
be the drink boy.
You know what? At the end of this, you go into the other room. You tell a pretty girl that you just went through hell and back, and I don't know how intercourse works.
Are you talking about a little salami into a little pizza pie? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I am, yeah, like a
Alright.
little key into a lock, you know, little of that action.
Meatballs.
I'll take
Why
some of that.
why am I convinced I'm hearing 2
Meatball.
characters who have never had sex talk about
Nice
sex?
little meatball sub.
Like in the movies when the train goes through the tunnel.
Just
It
like
always
a
cuts to
lasagna,
black.
you know.
I don't know what
Yeah, it
happens.
cuts to that. You don't know what happens next. Anyway, how are you doing, fellows? I'm Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. That's what an interesting American name.
Oh, what's
for-
your name?
I'm Horatio.
Horatio.
Horatio
Like,
Sims the Third. Sorry, Professor Horatio Sims the Third.
like the guy from Hamlet.
Very much like the guy from Hamlet. Yes.
So, did your best friend kill himself?
No. My best friend is this one here, Celeste. She's one of my lovers.
Okay, but who's your best friend?
That's right here, Celeste.
Oh, okay, cause like Donnie's my best friend, but he's not my lover. You know,
Oh, what an
you can have a
unfortunate
best friend and not a
circumstance.
lover.
Well, that's absolutely true. But why not? You two seem entirely compatible.
I wish I could agree, but my logic, it just blocks. I'm sorry, what was it? Horatio the Third? Doctor?
Horatio Sims the Third, Professor.
Is it not Professor Horatio Sims III?
Comma, Professor.
Oh, like
Oh.
Esquire.
Yes, along those
like-
lines, yes.
MD. Are you have your doctorate?
I have a Doctor of Philosophy in the field of psychological research.
So
What are you
you do
doing here?
nothing.
Well, I'm doing a field experiment, actually.
Ooh, tell us more.
Well, actually, Candy, will you hold this? And he hands his pipe to the girl on his right.
Candy and Celeste.
And he looks around and he goes, would you be a lad and grab me that sports jacket there over the back of that chair? It will be worth your while, I promise you.
Get your own jacket.
Well, he's pointing to Donnie, and he's like, if
Oh,
you
you're
would-
talking to me?
yeah. if
Oh,
you-
you're talking to him.
Yes, if you would be a lad and just get me that, it will be worth your while, I promise you.
Yeah, I thought you were talking to me.
You talking
Between
to
the
me?
two of
Yes, I'm
Talking to
talking
him?
to you.
Are you talking to me?
To him. Yes.
Okay.
you talking to him?
Yes.
If you ask nicely.
I believe I did.
No, because you asked me.
Yeah, I didn't hear a please in there. Your eyes are like wild. I can't tell who you're looking at.
That's fine. I'll get it myself. And he sort of like bats the women off of him. Gets up.
Just bats them off.
Bats
They
them off.
flop to the side.
And he goes over and gets his jacket and he pulls out a baggie that very clearly has some sort of organic material inside. And he walks back and sits down and he just sort of regathers the ladies onto him. And he says, this is, a concoction of my own making. It has a bit of, have you ever heard of LSD?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's very similar to this.
So it's not LSD.
Not quite. There's a bit of LSD in it, but there's some additions.
Is LSD and it's something else.
It's mostly something else.
What is it?
Well, it's very hard to explain unless you have a doctorate in psychology. But
Is it shrooms?
part of it is.
What isn't in this?
Oh, that is the question, isn't it? Not a lot, I'm going to say.
Okay. Now I am not a chemical engineer. You are not a chemical engineer. Donnie might be a chemical engineer. I don't actually know.
Have you ever heard of
don't think-
Quaaludes?
No.
Yes, well, they're
No.
quite popular in the 70s.
I sell them all the time. I don't take from my own gather. You know what I mean?
All I sell is puffs.
I don't know what the shot I had of earlier was called. I already forgot the name of it, so I don't know much.
Montezuma.
That's
Yeah.
it. There it is.
Count on Monte
Montezuma.
Cristo.
If you'd like some of this, I guarantee your night will be exquisitely unique.
That doesn't sound extremely positive.
Well, you bring to it what you get out of it. If you're a positive person, you will have a positive experience. My two lady friends here are very calm people normally, and now they're having an extremely calm experience.
Okay, so they're sleepy, so now they're asleep.
Well, I wouldn't say they're normally sleepy, but they are of a calm disposition. And now they are quite
Mm.
asleep, yes. Would you like some?
I don't know. Charlie, would you just beat the fuck out of everybody you see if you took some of that?
Have I ever beat up a person?
Yeah, yeah. You beat the shit out of me all the time.
That's different. No, I was gonna say I just wanted to like fuck up some fucked up philosophy people, but this guy's got a doctorate in it. That's no
I know
fun.
this is not what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I just want to say stupid shit and make people lose their minds.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
you
considered
paradox
that
them.
this is all a computer simulation?
I have, yes.
What's a computer?
You don't know what a computer is? The thing that they sent to the people with the moon, like the moon landing, and IBM and all of that.
We landed on the moon.
Well, yes, 3 years ago.
Donnie, I was telling you
Oh my
about this,
God.
but you thought I was telling you a bedtime story.
Well, yeah, I usually don't take anything you say very serious.
I'm telling you, one day we're gonna
Seriously?
get to Mars. One day.
I
I'm
am
gonna be on that ship.
exceptionally curious as to what will happen if the two of you take this. So curious, I'm willing to give you the thing that you Americans crave more than anything else.
Money?
Money! That's correct.
Hamburgers. Beer. Whiskey.
And how
Gin.
do you get all of those things?
Friendship.
Money.
Oh, Donnie!
I thought you were gonna say, well, Donnie just usually hauls it in from somewhere. I don't know.
Pulls out
Favorite
notebook,
friendship.
starts scribbling.
I love Donnie and Charlie together.
I would
They're so fun.
really like you to do this, so much so that I am going to pressure you into doing it, Charlie.
So what do I do? Do I like put down some cards now, roll some dice?
Yes.
Okay.
So we are going. He is going to peer pressure you into taking this this drug. So what we're gonna do is the first step is to figure out sort of your hit points for this. So you can find all of this in the manual at 2.1.1 the social conflict stages. A conflict is declared, which he did. He has, we'll call it 10 conflict cards, 10 session cards, which means he has fewer than you do. And he is doing peer pressure. So in a peer pressure situation, he is basically using social smarts against your courage.
Okay.
And then you're going to use your courage to figure out your hit points. So step one, each character receives starting conviction points equal to their trait score associated with their role in the conflict. So he has a social smarts of 4. So he starts with 4 points. What is your courage?
My courage is 3, and I'm looking at my skills to see if they give me anything.
Cool.
Donnie's courage is 4.
Okay. So we're gonna
I
do
do
this.
get I do have nudge and blend roll additions for my skills.
Okay.
I have a skill where I can try and make him confused.
Yeah. So that's for like an intellectual interaction.
Okay.
So we're gonna do these one at a time. Sims is gonna try to peer pressure Charlie first. So he has a 4, and so right now you can spend a session card to improve. So right now you have 3 hit points, and you can increase that for a cost of 1 card gives you 2 hit points, and you can spend as many as you want for
Shit.
this conflict.
All right.
So you have 18 cards to start with.
Yeah.
Each of you has 18. Lucy has 19 because she got a 6 on her die of fortune at one point.
Hey.
So, do you want to? He's not going to increase his hit points at all. And so the point here is whoever lowers the other person to 0 first, they win the conflict.
Okay. Yeah, I might as well spend a session card.
Okay. So that'll bring you up to 5.
Bring me up to 5. I'm not too against this, so we'll only
Okay.
spend the 1 card.
Okay.
Also, I forgot to tell you, I now have, for peace of mind, I now have 24 because I have another point imbalanced.
Okay, great. Let me change that to 24. Perfect. All right, so So basically, the way this goes is when you make a roll, you can either spend a card before the roll to add a die to your roll, or you can spend a card after the roll to add 2 points to the roll. And you can spend as many cards as you like this. And so it's just a quick back and forth roll. He rolls and you roll. Whoever gets higher takes a point off of the other person's roll.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So since I spent that one card, I for this first roll have 5 dice instead of 3.
No, you have 5 hit points instead of 3.
But I still have 3 dice.
You still have 3 dice. Yes.
Okay.
You can always up the number of dice by spending a card to add a die before the roll, or if the roll is you've completed the roll and you're like, ooh, that's not quite what I wanted, you can spend a card to add 2 to it to your score.
Gotcha.
It's always more likely to be better adding a die than it is to adding the points afterwards, but sometimes you might want to push it over. If someone beats the other person's score by 5 or more, they knock the other person's score down by 2. So every win knocks the other person down by 1. Every win above 5 knocks the other person down by 2.
Okay.
So I'm gonna actually use. We have a die roller in here.
Yes, we do.
So I'm gonna do. So I think it's
Exclamation mark 1D whatever.
1D, so it'll be 3d6 plus 1d6. Let's see if that works.
Ooh.
And then okay. Oh, but that lists that doesn't list it the way that it should. It's just listing it in.
It should be in order though. Your first 3 are going to be your your.
Is that
The first
actually
3.
how it goes though?
I think so.
Let me try that again because it looks like it's just showing them in descending order.
Oh.
Oh.
Nope. No, it actually that is right. Okay. So it just it just so happened that it was in descending order that time.
All of my dice are over there because I keep forgetting to grab them. So I'm using the fun thing on Google where it shows me the actual pictures of them, and every time it's the top left one. That is the die of fortune.
Okay. So he gets on his first roll a 17.
Okay. I get 11, but I do get a 6 on my die of fortune.
So you can re-roll that.
Okay.
And you actually get your card back.
11. That's another 6, so that's 17.
Okay, keep going. And you only get a die of fortune or a card on the first 6 on a die of fortune.
Okay, so that's 2 more for 19.
Okay, so you beat him. A real comeback story there. And your final score was what on that?
19.
19. All right, so he's down to 3 hit points on this. And we roll again.
Okay.
He gets a 17 again.
I get a 10.
Okay.
That's
so
2 points.
now you are down to 3.
Okay.
So you're both tied. Go again.
I'm going to spend a card so I can roll 4 dice instead of 3.
Okay.
Ooh. Woohoo. So that's 21. And the die of fortune has a 6.
Great. Wow,
Yeah.
you're just spending and getting them back like crazy.
That is 26.
Wow. Okay, he's down to 1 point now. And one more time, at least.
I might as well spend that card since I got it back.
That's true. And also, every time you spend a card, that's an experience point.
Ooh. How much experience is that now? 3?
3.
4?
Yep. 3.
3.
So he's also going to spend a card.
Maybe I should grab my real dice because let me tell you what happened again.
Does it always just put the 6 in the upper left-hand corner?
No, it doesn't. Okay,
But you
so
just so happen to have it again.
yeah. 15. plus.
Yeah, and he got a 1 on his die of fortune that time.
So that's a 20
Heyo.
from Charlie.
All right, so Horatio Sims, the third, PhD, fails utterly at peer pressuring Charlie into taking his drugs. All right, so you get, so you just spent that last card. So you're down to 17, but you get 3 experience points.
I got it back because it exploded.
Oh, did it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to go get my dice?
Or potentially just use the
Yeah, we can do
dice
that.
roller in Discord. So okay. So so you get 3 experience points for that interaction and you win. And he sort of tries to convince you to do that. That does not work. So then he turns to Donnie and he says, "Come on, old boy. How about you have a go at it?" And he tries to peer pressure you. So
Don't do it, Donnie.
he tries again. So he starts with 4 hit points. Donnie, what does Donnie have in courage?
4.
A 4. So he starts with 4. So would you like to spend any points to up your hit points? Any cards to up your hit points?
Each card is just 1 hit point.
Each card is worth 2.
We'll do 2 cards.
Okay.
Ooh.
And actually, this, given the way it went, actually, it's not going to matter. But I forgot. The person who starts it spends a card and gets 3 hit points. So he's starting with 7 this time. He would have started with 7 last time, but you decimated him. So like, it's not gonna matter. So he currently has 7 cards left. And all right, so let's roll.
I do have a question.
Yep.
My Raconteur is level 4. What is the plusage to my
Ooh.
The plusage.
The plus.
Let's see. You're aware how to lead a conversation. Blah blah blah. This is just for nudging. So the nudge action is when you want to move a conversation in a direction, but it doesn't have an effect in social conflicts. So theoretically, you could have nudged the conversation away before we got here. You can also nudge the conversation away after this if this guy still like kind of wants to talk about this. But it's basically nudging is moving the conversation to a different topic.
Okay. What is my plusage though?
When you so your plusage in that situation, you would get a +8 to nudge rolls.
Okay.
But not in this situation.
Yeah.
All right, so you're rolling your courage dice, and he is rolling his social smarts dice. And I'm gonna roll in the roller, and he gets a 14.
Okay.
Oh, actually, he gets a 14 with a 1 on the wild die, so he gets a 14. Oh, yeah, 14.
I got a 9.
Okay.
And then a 1 on the die of fortune. Total of 10.
Okay, so roll it one more time.
Everything?
Yeah, everything. Because so the way a 1 works is it basically gives you disadvantage. It makes you unlucky. So you roll and then you take the lower of the 2 rolls.
Gotcha. Even the die of fortune, I roll again?
Yes, everything gets rolled again.
Okay. And this is higher.
Okay, so you got a 9, he got a 14, so he knocks off 2 hit points off of you. You're down to 6. All right.
No.
Go again.
I'm feeling like I want to take drugs.
Donnie, do it. Take the drugs.
He got a 10.
I'll be your sober companion.
I got a 9 plus 4 on my die of fortune.
Okay, so 13. So you win that one.
You're
but
muted.
You have muted yourself.
Sorry, there's this weird like thing on Discord when you click over to it. It just gives you this option, like all these buttons at the bottom that like if you're in Windows on the bottom of it, you can accidentally like disconnect or deafen or mute
Mhm.
in the
Oh, yeah.
in the like hover thing, and I just did that twice. So okay, so you beat him, but not by 5. So he is down to 6. You're tied at 6. And go again.
Is there still exploding dice?
Yes, if your wild die is a 6, you get a card, and it keeps going. You keep exploding
Okay.
that wild die.
Ooh.
He got an 18. What did you get?
I got a 19 with a 5 on the die of fortune.
Okay, so only 1s and 6s matter on the die of fortune.
Okay, gotcha.
So it just counts as a regular die unless. So you got a 19 plus 5.
No, 19 total.
19 total. Okay, so you beat him. He's down another 1. And go again.
I got a 17 with a 1 on the die of fortune. So I'll roll
Okay, give
again.
that another roll.
Ooh, this time I got a 6 on the die of fortune.
So what's your total though?
10.
Okay, so keep rolling that die of fortune, but it's because you're unlucky. It's not gonna give you a card, and it's not gonna you're still gonna be lower than you still have to pick the lower of 2 rolls.
Okay. This is 18.
Okay, and you had what on the first one?
It's lower than that.
I think
Yeah,
you
I
said
think
I
so.
think you said a 10 the first time, maybe.
The 10 was the second time. I don't know, like 14.
14.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so let's call it a
guess.
14, and we'll say you beat him because he had a 12.
Hey,
All right, let's give it again.
give it a go now.
Oh. Oh.
So you got a 20 this time.
Someone's taking drugs.
I got a 9.
It took that long to count up 9?
I got disadvantage, so I did
Oh,
it
okay.
again, and that was 9.
I was like, all right,
The other one.
carry the 1.
4, 5. Fuck.
What was the non-disadvantaged one? Would you have lost anyways?
Yeah. With a 20, yeah.
all right, so you guys are tied with 4 hit points each. Oh, okay. So he got a 14 with an exploding die.
Ooh.
So he gets a card back.
And I can use cards, right?
Yep.
And what's that do?
So you can use a card before a roll to add a die, or you could use a card after a roll to add 2 points to your roll.
Okay.
All right, so he's at his roll currently is an 18.
I have less than that.
Okay, by how much?
I got 11.
Okay, so that matters because if it's 5 or more, you lose 2 hit points instead of 1. All right, potentially the last roll. If he decimates you, you're taking drugs.
Donnie,
Okay, I'm
Donnie,
gonna-
take the drugs.
How many dice can I add?
You can add as many as you have cards
Yeah.
for.
All right, we're gonna add 3 dice.
All ones. All ones.
Here
All
we
ones.
go.
All right, so let's see. Michael is spending 3 of his cards, and you spent 2 cards at the beginning, right? To up you did.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're down to 13 cards now. You've spent 5.
What happens when the die of fortune is a 6?
It explodes. 1, you get a card back. 2, it explodes, and you keep rolling that die of fortune until it's not a 6, and you keep adding that to your roll.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Nope. That was not.
That is a 38.
Wow. Okay. You
Huh?
You absolutely knock him down by 2 points.
Some free rolls right there.
All right, so this is now it's we're getting down to it. Either the last roll or the second last roll. Give another roll. Do you want to spend more cards?
No, we're going raw this time.
Okay. You
We're
got a
raw
17.
dogging it.
Looked like a die of fortune to me.
Yeah.
Is that what it looked like to you?
So I keep rolling a 1 on the die of fortune and then a 6 on the die of fortune.
Yeah, so the second one it still explodes, but like that first one's always going to be the highest possible you can get.
Okay. Then that was 16.
Okay, and so the first roll was a 16?
Yeah, that was my lower.
Okay. And then he got, what did he get?
17.
17. All right. So he knocks you down by 1 point.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, just very slowly breaking your will.
I imagine this. They're just standing there, like he's like, huh? He's like, huh?
And then of course he gets a 9 on this one, which means Donnie's probably gonna win. So
once.
That's a 17.
all right, you win. You decide not to take drugs.
I decide to take the drugs. No, I'm joking.
No, I was
But
thinking,
on
I'm like,
my
I'm really
terms.
curious about what these drugs do.
Right.
I'm so curious.
Yeah.
We might have a friend who'll probably try that for you.
We definitely have a friend that'll eat that right now.
Yeah.
Oh really? Describe this friend.
She goes by Lucy.
Mhm.
Leather,
Mm-hmm.
kind of tall.
Nah. I already rolled for this.
Do you think that Lucy would, and he's just sort of like pointing at the two ladies who are slumbering on him at the moment.
No, she is. Right now, I think she is. Fucking.
Oh, quite right.
Do you think that would be as interesting as putting us on the drugs?
Potentially. I guess
Okay.
we'll have to see.
Because I say friend, but we don't really know her.
Quite
So,
right.
like, if this kills her, then, like, no skin off our teeth.
Oh, but Michael will be sad. You don't want
that's-
Michael to be sad.
That's true. He'll probably mope for, like, years or something. He
Yeah.
seems like a moper.
Might ruin his career.
Yeah, his RBIs will go down, and he'll never
Oh, is
make
he
it
a
to the pros.
sportsman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to toss balls around.
Won't drink more than a watered down beer.
Really? Perhaps I could get him to try my product.
Probably. Oh, it'd take a lot of effort. I feel like take a lot of convincing,
Yeah,
but
maybe if you lie to him, he might take it.
Yes.
Tell him
yeah.
it's like a performance enhancing drug. Actually, it's pretty straight laced.
Yeah,
He probably
yeah.
wouldn't take
Yeah,
that.
no, he wouldn't.
He'd get kicked off the team.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of this performance-enhancing drug. That seems like a thing from a science fiction novel from the future.
Sometimes I make up words and I think they sound cool. Don't you think that would be cool though?
Yes, I think
Like a
it'd be
drug that gave
very
you
cool.
superpowers, but they were like actual superpowers, you know?
Yes, I think that would be
Makes you
very
throw a ball better.
cool. Yes, yes, it would. I'm going to think some up now and then make them a thing in the late 80s and early 90s, and then
Is your last name Steroid, by the way?
John Steroid at your service.
I thought it was Horatio!
You're a liar.
Sims.
Sims is just an acronym.
Sims is an acronym for steroids I manufacture mostly. Sometimes.
It works.
It's true.
Yeah, so I want to go to Justin real quick because Michael and Quinn have resisted drugs. Rachel's getting
Heavily petted.
it in. And
Fun.
Justin,
Some might say booped.
booped indeed.
But this is consensual booping.
That's
is.
true. Justin,
I'm gonna
what-
die. Don't mind me.
You have a sit down next to these people who are going on about rock and roll, and then they turn quickly to movies, and they're talking about Polanski and Kubrick and people like that. And what is Michael doing while they're talking about all of this?
Probably absent-mindedly just drinking more.
Okay.
Not no, like he's kind of getting enthralled into the conversation,
Right.
and then when he's kind of done, he kind of like looks around and I guess gets another one, and then just sits back down, listens, and just keeps going.
Okay. One of them turns to you and says, "What did you think about 2001's ending?"
That the one with the space, the space baby.
That's correct. The Star Baby.
I never saw that one.
Oh.
My roommate told me about that, but I never saw that one.
Oh. And he just turns away from you. And goes back. And you hear him say, like, and I think that proves my point that the common man doesn't know anything about real cinema. That your average Joe six-pack caveman type just has no interest in real cinema.
What? Why do you think that one's real cinema?
And the guy at first sort of ignores what you have to say. How do you react to that? To him ignoring you?
Just bat him on his shoulder, like, hey,
ow, what?
Why do you think that's real cinema?
Why do I think 2001 is real cinema?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. No, I have no good comparisons. How can you tell the difference between a well-cooked meal and just some slop that some buffoon made for the unwashed masses?
Seasoning and how it's prepared. Basically the plating.
Okay. So you've answered your own question.
So it's objective.
Yes, there's all of the art of cinema. There's cinematography. There is the color palette. There's the subtext. There's the framing of every shot. There's the broad scope of the whole film. There's the interaction between humanity and computers and what it's doing to us and what it will do to us and our place in the universe and all of these things compared to, say, let's say, I don't know, Danger Will Robinson, Lost in Space, that sort of thing.
So you're saying that your opinion that it's cinema means that it's cinema, but my opinion saying that's not doesn't matter.
That's correct. But not because it's my opinion, but because there's a consensus
whole point
among the educated about it.
The whole point of a movie is to tell a story.
Is it?
Yes. You're telling a story.
Who said so?
That's what most of the movies are. You're telling
That's certainly a leap in logic, isn't it? Just because the majority of things are something doesn't mean that that's their point.
Does something have to have a point if you enjoy it?
Not at all. If you enjoy something, you can enjoy it. And it doesn't have to have a point.
Okay. What was the point of all this, though?
I don't know. I was asking you if you knew something. We were having a conversation.
Well, I understand the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna go get another beer.
It sounds like an excellent idea.
Do you want anything?
No, thank you.
No.
And when you get up, he sort of scoots over into your spot on the couch, and the other people sort of fill in the spaces between. So there really isn't a place for you to come back to when you are when you're done getting your beer.
Okay.
And that's where we're gonna leave Michael and this group as Michael
I want to
turns
beat
around.
these guys up. I want to beat them up.
I wish I would have taken these drugs. Me and Charlie just went on a blood rampage.
I know. I know. Michael would have come in all sad, and we would have been like, "Who are you?"
Don't worry.
Time.
Don't worry. I got plans for what Michael might do afterwards. So
Ooh.
I
Nap is
have a
there.
question about what I'm currently doing because I think we're gonna end the session soon.
Yes, we are ending the session now. So
Yes. So I am doing a pleasurable activity.
yes.
It says to restore peace of mind, but is there like a cap? Could I get more peace of mind and use Let's Talk about it?
So
temporary peace of mind.
I think the general cap on peace of mind in the book is supposed to be 25, I think. So let's say you can add to your peace of mind. You can use Let's Talk about it. This session, because it is a once per session thing. So Social Smarts roll is done at a reduced difficulty. So you have to kind of convince these other two people to do that, which that's fine. They will. And so you're using the. So which are you going to actually do? You're going to do Calm Yourself. So Calm Yourself is an action that you can use at once per session. And so normally you would do that with a moderate difficulty, but you're going to do it with one level down from that. And that should be a simple, which is a difficulty of 8. And for every point above that, you get a peace of mind point.
Which I can get 1. Right? I think I'm at 20.
You're
What am I at?
22 at the moment.
Oh, I could get 3.
Yep.
All right. I have a 4 in my social smarts, so I'm gonna do the pink one as my die of 4, and then I'll roll an extra die after. I rolled a 15, and it was a 5 on my die of fortune.
Okay. So you're gonna max out then at 25.
I figured I'm gonna do a lot of stupid shit later on, so I might as well get it as high as I can at the moment.
And actually, I'm gonna say, Quinn, how many levels do you have of your balance?
Balanced?
Yeah.
I have 2 levels, so that gave me +4. I had 20 originally.
Okay. So actually, I'm gonna say that there isn't gonna be a cap. I'm gonna put that in. There was at one point a cap. Actually, it's not a hard cap. It's just a cap of where you get benefits from it. So right now we're gonna say you get you're up to 30, Rachel.
Oh man, I can't
Ooh.
wait to screw it all up.
Yes.
I can't wait to be
You can
down to
look
like
at-
5.
You can look at all the dead bodies now.
Oh my god.
I was gonna keep looking at dead bodies again. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she's
I
used
have
to
room to
it.
spare.
Lucy might be used
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
She's
Someone
not
OD.
used to it. She's not a necrophiliac. You come. No. No
We're the ones who
necrophiliac.
said necrophiliac.
Yeah.
Because she's not gonna see dead bodies any other way.
Unless she's fucking them? Like what? That's
I feel like it'd be like a situation where like they died in the middle of sex. I don't know.
wow. Well,
That-
on that
Might
note,
change her name to Black Widow.
yeah. On that note, we're gonna wrap it up. Hey, go check out. Let's see. Well, you all tell me, Justin. What should people check out for you?
I stream on Twitch for actually every Thursday at lone_ranger037. Do art streams and stuff. I'm messing with my schedule on there. But Delinquent Comics just released their special episode this Monday with James D'Amato of World Building for this next arc. And in 2 weeks, the first issue of Vega Rising will be coming out.
Yep, absolutely. So go check that out. allportsopen.com /delinquent comics, I think, or you just
Yes,
find it
yeah.
on the show's page. Michael, what do you got going on?
Check out on Apon, Bards and Bourbon D&D. We play Curse of Strahd. I play an old wizard. Check out my sleep stories on the podcast app. I can lull you to bed if you're having trouble sleeping. You gotta have premium, so slap that premium button. If you're in the LA area, come on down. The Halloween Horror Nights opening up September something. I'm gonna scare the pants off ya.
That's not a
guarantee?
euphemism. He will literally scare you until you hand over your pants.
Poop and all.
Rachel, do you have anything you want to direct people towards?
Coming soon. Got a couple things. Not yet. We will see.
Cool.
Woo, woo,
And
woo, woo.
Quinn.
Yeah. So tomorrow's episode of Something Wicked is actually a special episode.
Oh,
Because our usual DM is out of town. So when you finish up here on Apon, come over to twitch.tv/something5e. We have another stream on Sundays in which our resident artist draws makes up characters with another one of our players, and there are a bunch of pretty much just crazy random characters, and we are doing a one shot where we play as those characters tomorrow.
nice.
Should be pretty roleplay heavy. I'm super excited. I'm playing a character named Kickstab.
Kickstab. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's all I can say on that.
Yeah, and
But come check it out.
I need to really remember to raid at the end of every session. So I need, like, right now I'm like, okay, well, is there anyone to raid? So for me, allportsopen.com, go check that out. I've been trying to do some horror streaming. One of those was successful. The other ones have not been. Partially people haven't shown up, but partially the games have not been good. So I need to, if people have good suggestions for scary games that are good to stream, please shoot me a message on our Discord or, well, our Discord's probably the best place to do that. So head on over to allportsopen.com. Just click on the Discord link and you can head over there to where we all are. And yeah, go follow twitch.tv/allportsopen, twitch.tv/something5e, twitch.tv/lone_ranger37, which
Yep.
is 037. And yeah, have a Monday night show, have a Thursday night show at All Ports Open. And then hopefully soon a Friday night show. So where you might see some of these people reading things from scripts instead of just making things up out of their heads. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for checking this out, for joining us in the chat, and for everybody who has followed us recently. We're by no means a big channel, but we got a little bump over this last couple of weeks. So thank you so much. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night on this channel for more The Worst Days with our snowed in adventure. So join us then, won't you? Good night.